Alright mate, how you doing? Welcome back to another video on the Spencer Owen channel. It's been a while since I've uploaded on here, sorry about that. It wasn't intentional, I've just obviously been planning to start this channel up again for a while. I mentioned it in our last few videos, went cold for a bit, but it's because I was waiting for the right time. And once I started going, I want to keep it going, and I've sort of decided what I want to do with this channel now. And in today's video, so I'm a bit out of breath, I've just finished a little sort of workout in my garage here, which is loosely related to what I want to talk about actually. Today's video I want to talk about something that happened in my life. I've talked about it a little bit before on the Spencer and Alex channel. That's me and my girlfriend's channel. If you haven't subscribed to that, make sure you do. Links in the description. But it's all about this scar that I got on my arm from this operation I had earlier this year, and the effects that's had on my life ever since. So let me just start this video off by showing you a clip I showed on the Spencer and Alex channel a while back when the scar had just started healing. I'd had to have a long period of time off sport, and I was just talking about that. This is probably back in, I think, June this year. I got this mole on my arm, and it was really, really itchy. And when you have an itchy mole, you should always get them looked at and seen to. And also, we have a history of skin cancer in my family. So it's not something you should mess about with. So I went to the doctors, got it looked at, ended up getting it removed. But unfortunately, my skin didn't react very well to the removal. The good news is it was all cancer-free. Thank God for that. So there was no damages. There was, apart from a scar on my arm, it was just something that had to be done and I could move on with my life. However, it got infected basically, and so for a long time I couldn't do sport because there was an open wound on my arm. I've got some pictures actually I can show you of what it looked like at various stages after the stitches were taken out, and then later on. And I'll show you what it looks like now. It's still a pretty nasty scar. So this is what it looks like. For the last month, I've been on this sort of steroid cream stuff, which has now allowed it to heal over, even though it's still a little bit bumpy. But yeah, for 4 months, it was just a hole in my arm, basically. Okay, so that video back there was when I started my 100 days of fitness. If you follow me on Instagram or Twitter or whatever, you'll know all about that. It was where, because of an operation I had on my arm, which had kept me off playing sport for a long time, I didn't feel at my peak fitness, I didn't feel very healthy, and I wanted to kickstart that with 100 days of consecutive fitness challenges, which finished on my 28th birthday back in October this year. And I've managed to keep it going since then. The results were unbelievable. I lost well over a stone, or probably about 8 or 9 kilograms if you go by kilograms, or about, I don't know, 15 or 16 pounds, something around that area. My waist size ridiculously reduced. You know, I went down a couple of jean sizes to the point where half my clothes don't fit me anymore. But I feel much more at my natural weight now. I'm sort of at fighting weight, if you like. Not that I'm fighting anyone anytime soon, but I'm at an optimum weight for someone of my build and my genes. Whereas before I was probably carrying a little bit more than I needed to because I had a busy work lifestyle. I wasn't getting the fitness I needed. And fitness is a huge part of my life. It's a huge hobby alongside football, which you know from my Spencer FC channel is a huge part of my life. Keeping fit, you know, whether it's cardio, whether it's doing weight training in the gym, whatever, challenges of some kind, I've always enjoyed doing them. I've done some incredible sort of fitness related challenges in my life so far. I want to keep them going, and I want to use this channel, amongst other things, as a way of sharing that with you. But I do want to talk more about this scar on my arm, because a lot of people would see something like this as a negative. I'm going to show it to you again now so you can see what it looks like quite a few months later since that video. So this is what it's looking like right now, okay? So it's still pretty prominent, as you can see, alright, among the freckles on my arm, there it is. So it's very red, it still stands out like a sore thumb. And, you know, I'm not going to lie to you, when I first got the scar and I realised it wasn't going anywhere anytime soon, I was pretty annoyed about it, because I've been quite fortunate in my life, never really broken any bones, have no real operational scars on my body, and it's sort of, I felt like I was spoiled in some way. I felt like I've got this big scar on my arm, anyone can see it when I go swimming, anyone can see it when I take my top off, and I was a little bit annoyed about it. But I'm so happy looking back that this happened to me. As much as it wasn't that traumatic a thing, it was just a simple mole removal that sort of went wrong. There's no way I should have a scar that big from a little mole being removed off my arm. But as much as it wasn't that traumatic, some people look at it as a negative, but I look at it as a huge positive. Why? Because it was a catalyst that started me getting back into fitness in a big way, and it's going to be the catalyst for this channel in general. It's a large part of what I'm going to use this channel for, is to talk about fitness, to do fitness based challenges with you. Hopefully you guys can be inspired by some of them. I'm not trying to say that I'm a fitness expert, I'm not trying to say I'm the fittest man on the planet, far from it. I'm trying to say I'm a guy that's trying to keep fit despite having a pretty busy work life. And you know, hopefully coming up with ways to do that you guys can try as well, maybe, and hopefully we'll have some fun in the process. But you know, this scar, I'm glad I've got it, because it's always a reminder for me now. Whenever I look at it, I remember the 100 days of fitness I did. I remember how much enjoyment I got out of that, how much enjoyment I get out of fitness in general, because it's so true. Not only do I like to do it because It's good to be in shape, it's good for your health, you're going to live longer. You know, it's just important to be healthy. But there's actually a really special chemical reaction that happens to you and your body every single time you do exercise, and that is the release of these positive endorphins that go around your body, and they make you feel good. It's scientifically proven, guys. It certainly works for me. I'm telling you, if ever I'm having a bad day or I'm stressed out, going and playing some sport like football, a game of squash, going for a run, or just going to the gym, it makes things better. Okay, you feel better. You take your mind, I mean, first and foremost, playing sport especially, your mind is on the thing you're doing. You've got to get to the next shot if it's a game of squash. You've got to try and get to the ball before the defender does if it's a game of football, whatever. That's all that's going through your mind at that one time. And it's a good way of getting away from life for a little bit and, you know, escapism, if you like. But larger than that, even if it's just going for a jog and there isn't that competitive element, the actual physical endorphins you're putting in your body are good for you. And I notice particularly that effect when I do exercise in the morning, because obviously you've got up, sometimes you're tired, you're groggy, you do this bit of exercise, not only does it give you those endorphins, but it wakes you up and it sets you on this amazing platform for the rest of the day. Because the rest of the day you feel, right, I've already smashed today, because I got up and I did the hard bit, which is doing this exercise and putting myself in a good position to conquer and seize the rest of the day. So that's the best possible reaction I think you can get. And it's all, the way I'm even talking to you right now, the fact that I feel this way again about exercise, the fact that I'm so passionate about it and I want to make content about it, is all because of this scar. Because before that I was just getting along, I was playing football here and there, I was trying to go to the gym, realistically probably going about once a week, which is not enough in my opinion for what I like to do, and I'd massively sidetracked. I mean, there's a whole load of history I could tell you about my relationship with exercise. I had a period at university where I was gym crazy, like weights crazy. I was so much bigger than I am now. I mean, I think I weighed, so right now I weigh about 11.5 stone. I think at uni at one point I weighed 16 stone. It's a lot. And I was huge. I mean, I was nothing like what I look like now. I was a lot bigger. I was playing rugby. And because I was trying to be this big guy, this huge guy, like people like Sebastian Chabal was my rugby hero, this huge 6'5" giant, long hair and a beard. I was never going to be like him. I'm 6 foot, okay? I'm not small, but I'm not massive. I haven't got the bone structure of those guys. Genetically, I've got quite a slim frame. So I'm never going to be a super broad guy. I can be built, I can build muscle on top of what I've got, of course I can. But I was aiming for something that didn't suit my genes. And what I've realised as well, since starting this whole journey, and it's taken me a long time, I've been going to the gym and sort of really paying attention to fitness on and off for about 10 years now. And one of the things I've learned is you have a basic platform genetically given to you when you're born, okay? Of the best shape you can be for your health and what you can build off of, and trying to change that, whilst it's possible in terms of a skinny guy can become massive beefcake, or a massive guy that's got big bones, big bone structure can try and become super slim. I always feel you get the best results when you be the best version of yourself, and you've got to look at your genes and your genetic makeup and work out how you can improve your strengths. And there's loads of different things we can try together on this channel in the future. I'm really interested in sort of taking you alongside me for the various little fitness challenges and journey I go on. Things like the 100 Days of Fitness had amazing results for me, and I've got some more little projects and little plans that I'd like to try with you guys on this channel. But ultimately what I wanted to make this video for, I wanted to talk about this scar, because some people might have scars like this, and they might have had them for similar reasons I got mine. They might have had them for something completely different. But the point I'm trying to make is, I could be in the swimming pool, someone else could look at that and they could feel sorry that someone's got a scar on their arm, and they could think it's weird, or they could think it's not very pretty. But it's all about how you look at things. It's all about perspective, okay? I looked at that and I was annoyed by it for a long time. I wish it never happened. But now, my outlook has changed, and I'm so happy that is there. It is the catalyst for the rest of my life, and my commitment, my recommitment to keeping fit, challenging myself every single day, making sure I'm as healthy as possible. And it wouldn't have happened. I wouldn't be at this point in my life, and I wouldn't be getting the enjoyment I'm getting out of keeping fit and doing these challenges if I didn't have that scar on my arm, if I wasn't kept off of playing sport and doing exercise for so long, and I hadn't got that frustration. So thank you to the scar. I'm glad you're there. You're not going anywhere, and that's just fine with me. So in the comments, put what you'd like to see me do on this channel. If you're excited for the future, drop a like on the video. Make sure you're subscribed if you haven't already. The Spencer Owen channel, got lots of stuff planned, but it's not obviously going to stop the content I've got planned for Spencer FC and #United and Spin and Alex. We've got loads of stuff coming on all 4 channels, guys. I'll see you next time. Until then, don't go changing.